you're ready for some phenom basketball, let me hear you make some noise!
Yeah, we at the spot right now, though. Oh, yeah, you know my boy's about to take it.
Look, I need you to be on your best behavior tonight. This is an important game for Freak.
Give my phone back. Come on, yo.
Vic, I'm serious.
CC, my dear. Now, I know how important this game is. I'm just trying to make moves, yo. Freaky, he's gonna take it all the way. He's leading this, all right? Business.
Come on, Freak, show them no mercy.
Hey,
we got this
hold
title.
up,
Come on.
We got this, my boy. We got this. Hey, we taking state, man. We taking state. Hey, he's taking state, though.
Vic, come on. Let's get our seat.
Okay. My man.
Vic, I'm serious.
All
Let's
right,
go.
yo, she up on me like hard right now, though. Dia!
Dante Mann with the basket. That's his second personal foul. Arts unknown foul. That's his first personal foul. Phoenix foul. That's his third personal foul. Arts unknown foul. That's his second personal foul. At the line for Phoenix. Dustin Joseph. 2 shots. Unknown foul. Dante Mann. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Freak. 2 shots. Phoenix foul. Brian Rosas. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Hudson. David Gregory. At the line for 2.
Freak, thanks to you and your family very
like the sun.
Next year,
frequency vibrations. Well, you know that
Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the... excitement.
On the court for the Longhorns, Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then it's Turner. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the power forward position. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Ellis kicks to Doherty. From 13, not enough on that one as it misses. And the Jayhawks with possession. Lee passes to Freak. Fires from deep. Shot's good. Freak's got himself on the board with 3 there.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
They've had a cold start so far, just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Kicks to Doherty. He dishes it to Turner. Here's Ford. No luck. And Kansas the other way now. Lee dishes to Freak. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Texas with it.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him, and that might be throwing him off a little bit here in this game.
A platoon swap here for Kansas. Texas trails by 3.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jay. Hawks program into the NBA, a pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Freak, he's in at center. Duncan is out there with Oubre, and it's Lee in at the point guard position. And for Texas, Doherty out there with Hudson. Then it's Richmond. And it's Blair in at the 1 spot. From 13, rebounded by Hudson. Well, and the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken number 1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall number 1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce. Here's Hudson following the basket by Freak. Hudson kicks to Blair. Out left to the wing. Texas moving it around. There's the screen. 5 to shoot. launches it. Offensive rebound. And Warwick kicks to Doherty. The pass to Hudson. Richmond outside. Here is Blair. Warwick the pass to Hudson. Richmond outside. There's the dish to Warwick. And stolen by Freak.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
No good with the triple.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Doherty against Duncan. And Doherty kicks to Hudson. Here's Warwick. He with the block. Here's Oubre. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Clearly.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunity.
Freak in at center. Oubre out there with Duncan. And it's Lee in at the point guard.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
On the court for the Longhorns, they've got Turner. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty. And it's Ford in at the power forward. Now Lee. Here's Freak. The three-pointer is right on target. Freak's got the game tied up here for the Jayhawks. With the Texas Longhorn program, they've had a lot of NBA talent through the years, Greg Durant being the biggest name, but there are plenty.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is not far behind in terms of his impact. Tristan Thompson, DJ Augustine, Avery Bradley. Been a lot of great Longhorns to play in our league.
Pass to Ellis. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul. Here's Lee. Freak in at power forward. He's out there with Oubre. And it's Duncan in at the shooting guard position.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Shots good by Turner.
The assessor, Jackson Ellis Jr.
Lee with the ball. Dishes it to Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
So far in the game for Freak, he's got 11 points and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Terry's checked in.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Pass to Ford. Up off the screen. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Jayhawks leading by 3. Lee dishes to Freak. Unloads. Out of bounds. Texas takes possession.
Texas ball.
Texas trails by 3. Edwards passes to Ford. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And they will call over the back on the play.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous. You know, you hear about the once-in-a-generation player, and Freak just might do that for his generation. Big men can be most impactful on the floor, and boy, does he change a game.
That is what's so great about Freak. Even when he isn't scoring, you can see his presence on the floor. That is what great big men do. You can see how special of a player this kid has a chance to become.
Ellis against Duncan. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the second half. Feeds to Freak. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. But they'll get another chance. Oubre. Yes!
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Here's Ellis, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Duncan kicks to Freak. The 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Doherty high post. And here's Edwards. 17 seconds left in the second half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Texas needs to get off a shot. Here's Ford. Oh, off target. Turner. Yes!
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks and the Georgetown Hoyas.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, Freak in at center. Oubre out there at Duncan. And it's Terry in at the power forward position.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's the three. And it's Freak missing. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Now Randolph following the three-point attempt by Freak. No good from Hudson. Lee dishes to Freak.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Tries with it outside Randolph. Shoots from the line. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The 19-footer is on the money. Freak's got 6. Here's Trice. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Now here's Freak. 6 points for him. Terry the pass to Freak. Shot is off. Now here's Trice, covered by Lee. Kicks it to Price. There's a screen. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid. But you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. And so here's Kansas.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, Freak, he's in at center, and it's Terry in at the 4. Trice kicks to Price. They set the pick, and there's the pass to Randolph. 1:51 left here in the first half. Tries a 3. Trice's shot is good. Trice has got his first 3 points of the game. And Allen Iverson was only at Georgetown for 2 seasons. The way he played, he completely set the college basketball hoop world on fire.
We might never see a scorer quite like Iverson again. For his size, what he packed into that small frame was absolutely amazing. As unique and relatable a guy as we've had.
Price outside. To the paint. Here's Hudson. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Here's Freak. He is hauled in by the Hoyas.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Price kicks to Hudson. Price with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Left side, Randolph. Back to Price. Pass to Trice. Dishes it to Hudson. Just 5 on the clock. Randolph goes in. No good with the wing jumper. Kansas trails by 3. And it's Lee that time on the assist by Oubre.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hoyas moving the ball around. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Trice is out there with Warren. Then it's Trice. Then there's Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position. And for Kansas, Freak in at center. Duncan is out there with Oubre. And it's Lee in at the 1. Duncan against Hudson. Randolph, no one around him. Randolph can't get that one to fall.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Trice kicks to Warren. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw off the floor after that one, guys.
And it's good. 8 points for Freak.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Outside, Randolph. Warren dishes to Hudson. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Freak. Kansas trails by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Lee. He feeds it to Freak. From the top of the key. Rebounded by Hudson. Hoyas leading by 3. And here's Trice. The dish to Randolph. There's the pick. Trice with it. He's picked up by Lee. Duncan against Randolph. Lets it go from 11. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Duncan. Lee outside. Back to Duncan. Now here's Freak. Guarded closer. For the tie. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Here's Hudson. And it's denied. They've got Warren. He's out there with Price. Trice is out there with Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the 2 spot. Lee kicks to Terry. Now Oubre. And stolen by Trice. To the middle. Here's Randolph. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Randolph's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hoyas.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those.
56 seconds left here in the second half. Now here's Harkless, covered by Lee. Tries from 10. The shot by Harkless, no good. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Pass to Oubre. It's Freak, top of the key, to tie it up. Can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Harkless. 17 seconds left in the second half of basketball. 6 to shoot. The Hoyas need to get off a shot. From deep 3-point range. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation.
A 3-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy,
He caught it.
my goodness.
And guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivered.
Yes, he did. A clutch shot, and really what I like, guys.
Lee with the ball. The feed to Freak. To the inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And that one misses. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so here's Kansas. And that's an intentional foul. And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Now here's Harkless. Here's Felix. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Hoyas will retain possession here. Here's Trice. Off the mark. And so the Jayhawks take the win. And Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Here are the starters for Louisville.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
And it's Freak missing.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high.
Louisville leading by 11 on the court right now for the Cardinals. We've got Sanders. Peyton is out there with White. And it's Mack in at center.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Well, Greg, you said it moments ago, Louisville, a team that can get up and down the floor with great ease on both ends. They like to be Clark the aggressor in every situation.
Well, Kevin, you're right. They've always been able to recruit tremendous talent. Not only skilled, but athletic players, too. And it's hard to think of a Louisville team that doesn't get up and down quickly.
They set the screen. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Williams, he's checked in for Lee. Second free throw, no good. And here's Louisville. A big stretch here going 10-2. Odom dishes to Peyton. Here's White. That three off the mark. Kansas trails by 13. Williams kicks to Freak. The offensive rebound. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Here's Sanders. Here's Peyton. Banked in off the glass. Peyton's got his second bucket.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Daniels kicks to Terry. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. That one's good, and the Cardinal lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Oubre.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
1:04 left here in the first half of basketball. Outside Odom. To the paint. It's deflected. And here is Williams. Feeds to Oubre. It's Freak, top of the key. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Cardinals leading by 11.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Three-pointer. Mack grabs the miss. Pass to White. 2 on the clock. We've reached the end of the first. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
Freak, he's in at center. Oubre out there with Duncan. And it's Lee in at the point. On the court for Louisville, we've got Rozier. White is out there with Payton. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 down low. And Freak throws it down.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Up the floor. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
It's this simple, guys. No rebounds, no rings. We need to dominate the glass. Big.
And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals.
Get it out to our guards, which will get out in transition.
Kansas trails by 11. Freak, he's in at power forward. He's out there with Oubre, and it's Lee in at the 1 spot.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Rozier, covered by Lee. The feed now to Mack. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cardinals.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Lee passes to Freak. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Rozier, covered by Lee. Here's Rozier. Right side, White. 6 on the shot clock. Rozier, the pass to White. Lets it go from deep.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Lee kicks to Duncan. We've got 1:48 left in the second half. Freak. It's rebounded by Louisville.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Mack. Pass to Rozier. Payton dishes to Sanders. Some nice passing by Louisville here. Here's Mack. Again, the Cardinals score.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Oubre kicks it to Gaines. That is good.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Cardinals.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
Sanders with the ball. Guarded now by Duncan. And Peyton gets it to go on the assist from Sanders.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for Lee. Again, the miss by Lee. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Rozier the pass to Mack. They set the pick. Outside, White. So we see the Cardinals get the win here.